Hello, and welcome to the legendary world of Minecraft Legends. This is the Legends of Minecraft podcast. Kaboom, it's been a year. Happy 2024.
Yeah, happy 2024. Or maybe
Not happy, not happy.
unhappy 2024. Not
Yeah,
not the start to the year I was hoping for.
no, not at all. What depressing. I don't know. There's two directions we could start this podcast off with. Kaboom, do you want to go with straight to gloom and doom, or should we start off with the last lost? Oh, tongue twisters. Last lost legend.
Yeah, well, we could talk about the last Lost Legends. I think we could do that pretty quickly, and then we could jump into the doom and gloom of the future of Minecraft Legends. But there may be a glimmer of light there if people hold on and listen to the next part. I don't think it'll all be doom and gloom. I think we do have a little good news maybe to share with people.
I'd say. Well, I don't know, but in my area, it's like finally snowing. It was not even a brown, but it was a green Christmas outside, and it's finally snowing. And the way we get to celebrate that in Legends is by throwing snowballs at pigs.
Yeah, we had zero snow at our house, and it was quite sad. But I did enjoy chucking snowballs in the faces of the piglins.
So this was the January Lost Legends, once again the last one, called a Snow versus Snout. It was so hard to come up with a title for my video, Kaboom. I always try and come up with something clever, and they had already came up with something clever for me.
Yeah. I when I saw this, the original, I guess I was like, oh, Christmas themed, um, snow theme. Those are really cool. And if you play that and you look real close, you can see a little snowman in the snow as you're playing the game. I thought that was
Oh,
really, yeah, it was a really cute little touch to the overall game. And honestly, I really liked man, there's just so many cool concepts. And in my video, I talk about how this was kind of a tower defense game, but it was the piglins trying to build tower structures to keep you from destroying the portal. And so
right.
there was an aspect to this game that was just brand new, that has not been done in any of the legends, and it really didn't change much other than allowing you to more manually operate the redstone launcher. And then you had waves of troops coming in, and I thought, it'd be really cool if you took this to another concept and had where you could, spots where you could choose which spawner you wanted to pick, and then you could attack from different sides. But I don't know, maybe I'm not sure if it was because of this being the last one, if they didn't go into more, because you just have that one stream of troops that are coming in.
Right.
So I don't know if maybe there could have been was supposed to be more to this, but what they did deliver on was a lot of fun, and yeah, I just really liked shooting that redstone launcher off over and over and over again.
Now, I don't know. This is a very valid question since, we didn't have one. They postponed the December, so I think this was originally supposed to be that December. So that means over a month. They had over a month here to do this Lost Legends. So did it kind of match that expectation of the 2 months, in your opinion?
No, I'm assuming probably they got the word that this was going to be the last one, and they were probably, I'm assuming probably at the end of the year, everyone probably was notified that they were not going to be working anymore on it. So I'm assuming at that point they probably pulled off of any development and just started wrapping everything up and trying to deal with any bugs, issues that they could have, which actually, um, I don't know if you've noticed this or not, but I've noticed a lot more bugs happening in the game. So I'm not really sure what's going on, but I'm just assuming they probably had that ready to go and then just hit the pause button and said, you know what, we'll release it in January with the sad news, which was a little weird for me. What did you think? It was like, hey, new Lost Legends, and by the way, read to the end of the article so you could see that we're basically killing the game.
Well, and the best part is they sound so happy and excited, like they're a bad salesman. They were trying to sell it as if it was a good thing.
Oh, I know. Yeah, that was a little upsetting. You know, I I I just I sit there and I made a little meme about the things that went bad and the history of them just putting a game together and then just trashing the game when it doesn't do well or if it doesn't meet expectations. So, a game that they invested this many years in developing and then not even to give it a year, I don't know, man. Have you heard of that happening a lot in the gaming industry? Or is it, am I right in being a little shocked by that?
You know, when I heard this news, and of course, like the speculations of, oh, another game is in the works, it makes me think, why did they even update it at all? A lot of, because sometimes in a scenario like this, maybe a company releases a game and then they release another and another and another, right? They never go back and update the old. So it's kind of weird that they had support for it throughout the whole time that they did. But compared to, if you're going to put this as a Minecraft title, and Minecraft's known for, having updates and updates forever, and, Minecraft Dungeons kind of carried that out for a while too, and then this one doesn't even last a year, it's so different from what they've done before. And no, like, you hear of it happening, but not in the circumstances given.
You know how long Earth lasted? Did Minecraft Earth last longer than Legends?
I'd almost had to have. It was around like two Minecons at least. So
Was
yeah,
it?
it
Yeah.
would have had to have.
Legend has won the award for quickest game killed by Mojang.
Now, here's something too that came to my mind. Going back to, even we had talked about how little they had talked about it at Legend or at Minecraft Live. And it's like, if they knew that that was going to be their last update, if they knew they were canceling the game, you should have
Uh,
shouldn't they have given it like so much more hype? If that was the update, if that was the last update, then surely they could have talked about it so much more.
I would have loved that. I just and I think that brings it back to one of the major issues with this game is no communication with the community. And you come out, you deliver a game that has weird AI problems, um, no in-game chat, no leaderboard, none of these basic things that a strategy PvP game would have. You have no real reason to play the game. You're not increasing your stats. You're not increasing your win ratio. You're not even increasing any kind of like a chance to unlock a skin by doing so many achievements. And then they do this little update, and it's like, what? Well, did they know then? Do you think they knew then? And this might have been things that they were going to release in a bigger update, like a bigger campaign update where you had new quests and a new journey. I mean, I really wish. I think you and me have even reached out to people to try to get them to come on the program and talk. But man, it's like I get more conversation out of my brick wall than I do out of anyone at Mojang or Minecraft Legends.
Which is yeah, and that's so true, and it's such a shame. Like if it wasn't for them downright canceling it. I mean, they would have ran themselves into the ground with that style of doing things.
Yeah, I think that's in a lot of different aspects from what I've been reading. Like a lot of Bedrock players, a lot of other players are wanting the devs to reach out to the community. So I don't know if it's a company policy or I'm not really sure. I would really like to know. I wish we could get like, hey, we'd love to talk to you, but we're just not allowed to.
Well, and I don't know if you caught, but on that article, I mean, that was a full Mojang written article. They had referenced Blackbird Interactive as if they were, you know, kind of saying, well, it was nice working with you in that article too. It's like nothing from, because with two entire companies there, like you'd think something could have been uh, done different.
Yeah, and I wonder if this sever the separation between Blackbird and Mojang Minecraft, if they'll be able to say more, or maybe even be able to work with the modding community more to help them be able to add new things to the game and help things go forward. I don't know. I'll be really curious to see how that plays out. Hopefully it does. Hopefully there's some people who invested a couple years of their lives doing and building this game and are like, you know what, I still want this game to survive. So maybe we'll get some help from some of the people, and that'd be a real blessing, I think.
But
So,
even though it is the end, and you've mentioned it on your videos, you've mentioned it all over the place. What can want to say what the community can do to help save this game?
yeah, so right now we are consolidating all the players into two discords. One discord is player Minecraft Legends player versus, and I'm sure we can put a link
Yep.
somewhere in the podcast. And that is my Discord server where we seek to provide a easy way to find other people to play the game with. And we also do events, and one of our events we have going on right now is Friday Fights, which actually Hound got to join us
Woo!
today.
First one. It was fun, and I beat you. I beat you so good, even though I hardly helped. But hey,
Yes, you did, and and he was on my team too, and we won that. So I think Hound is the magic sauce on a
woo!
team. So yeah, but we had a blast, and that's one of the things that I believe that how this game got killed was that aspect was missing, that you didn't have an easy way to communicate, to build teams in game and have a leaderboard with brackets and upper game style. um it just blows my mind that that wasn't there, but we are trying to add that with secondary means. And so
hmm
on the most basic application or usage of our Discord server, we have a alert called looking for a game. So you jump in there, and let's say you have a game you want to get into, and you don't have enough players. Well, you can use that alert, and everyone on there will get an alert, and you can get people to join your game. So we are trying to help get people into games faster, and with better quality players overall. So if you guys are interested, check out Friday Fights. This last one, when you get to the game part, it's a lot of fun. You can see all of us working together against each other, and everyone in the game is a good player, and everyone is working together. And I don't know, how did you feel like that was a different type of gameplay than you were normally used to in a PvP?
It was really nice, and I of course I don't know if you mind a mini also plug for you, but it was nice. I got to talk to people, but here's the thing, this whole thing I deal with. Oh no, scary Discord and this other thing. Well, here's the thing. Discord is free. The server is free. The server is moderated. If you don't want to talk or maybe don't have, a microphone or something, I was playing with people that were using a Discord to type to talk to their teammates. So it was fun. You don't have to be worried about the Discord server. I feel like it's a safe environment. And, once again, it's free. It's, really cool. Really great that y'all are doing that. And I would check it out.
Yeah, I've got some pretty strict rules, but they're not meant to be to kill the fun. They're meant to be a place where all different types of people can come and play. And, if you're focused on the game, focused on having fun, you're going to really enjoy that. And we have some really good players who don't use voice chat. They type in the chat. Or when you're in game, Stormlander is a perfect example. They'll be playing the game, and I'll say, "Hey, can someone get Cole?" And Stormlander will use the in-game chat to respond with yes, or "Hey, is anyone attacking the base?" And then they'll respond with a no. And so even using voice chat with the in-game prompts, you don't have to. If you are concerned about VC, you do not have to use VC. That is not a requirement, but it helps. It helps out a lot. And personally for me, I kind of wanted to do just in-game chat, but I got outvoted by everyone who wanted to use Discord to use the VC, because I felt like that was a skill level where the team who could communicate best with the in-game stuff would have the advantage, and it would help you to learn muscle memory on hitting and saying yes and no and stuff like that. But we ended up, the server ended up saying no, we want to do voice chat, and so we did that. But you also have options, is all I'm saying there. So, and if you ever have any issues, we have a ticket system. You can hit the ticket, send it. The admins will respond. And so right now we had a couple new people join this week. I'm really excited about that. And everyone I play a game with, they get sent a Discord link, trying to get them to join, so we can just keep building the numbers there, so that people can just get into games faster and faster and be a part of the events.
That's awesome. It's like, I love that you've taken it up a notch. You've taken the place of some developers there and put it in your own hands.
Yeah, and I want to say thank you to Seaboy, Magner, and Muhammad for helping me with that, because if you talk to them, you'll realize that I do not know very much about Discord, how to use this stuff. So I'm figuring it out, but I've got a really good team who knows what they're doing and has been able to really run and manage it. So I just want to say thank you to them for doing that, and give them a little praise there for what they've done. And I think this will even come in to the other Discord server that you were sharing with me a little bit about. There's another one that is Minecraft modding. It is, let's see, what's the official name, is Legends Modding. Hound, do you want to share about that Discord server?
Yeah, and it's not as much about the Discord server itself as much as what's being produced from it. There are some great minds in there that are able to actually, change the game, mod the game. And what that'll allow is more development. It might not be official, of course it's not official, it's a mod, but it's going to be the next best thing. It's new updates, player-based, player-focused, by some great people. I know Mick Lee is one of the top in there, and I hope to have him on a podcast soon, as, podcasts will probably get scarce here, but really, they're able to do some great things. I had made, shameless plug, but, even if it's not new features, but kind of affecting some of the old, I had just made a tutorial about how to get your own skin into Minecraft Legends. And that's just one of the ways that they're able to, go in, change the things about the game, make it more personalized for you, they're doing some amazing things. They are the next updates. So once again, there's a
Yeah.
Discord server if you want to check out what they're doing, what's coming up, what's coming out for new releases and stuff too. So
Yeah, and we also, and they had an actual meeting a couple days ago saying, "Hey, what do people want to see in the game?" And so, unlike the brick wall that you run into with a lot of Mojang games, there actually you can get on there and you can post on there, "Hey, is it possible to do this in the game?" And if there's enough people who want it, and there's people who are willing to work on it, I'm not guaranteeing that it'll get put in, but you have someone who will respond, and you have an actual ear to hear the things that you're requesting. So I know I have my own little list right now, and I'm excited to see if any of those things get implemented. So I would say definitely the game is still being worked on by a community that has rallied around each other as they basically have, I believe, put it in a early grave.
right. So Minecraft Legends, although it's ended official support, it's gonna live, and I think it would be like a big slap in the face if we the community were able to bring it up higher than what Mojang left it off. So
Oh, that would be awesome. That would be incredible. Yeah, I think they've got some. I think there's some big stuff in the works that could do that. Like, I think there's a couple mods that could get added, and you would basically have a similar game with more factions, more abilities, more with a leaderboard, with all these really cool things that could, I believe, bring a lot of players back to this game.
now here's one thing that I've seen out there, and I just thought it'd be interesting to mention it. The thing is, and the shame of it is that whole what it myths page, of uh
Yeah.
other things.
Do you think I can get a refund for the $40 on miss I spent? I've got 4,000 my coins burning a hole in my pocket. And I don't know what to spend it on.
I mean, they might carry over to Bedrock actually, but
Oh, okay, there you go.
um, it's
I'm a
a
Java
shame.
player.
Me too. Oh well. But it's a shame though that the modders weren't able to put things onto that miss page, and there's been a slight rebuttal that I've noticed of people calling out Mojang on it, saying, "Let us post stuff." So I mean, I really doubt it, but if we get enough people saying, "Hey, let players post stuff to the marketplace," maybe we could see just one last little change that'll give players the tools they need to revive the game.
There's no reason why they would not. I can't in my mind think of a reason why they wouldn't let people post that on myths other than, you know, having to pay someone to make sure there's nothing inappropriate being posted on there. But they do that for Bedrock, right?
Right. Well, I mean, for Bedrock,
So,
they do have like other studios that have built their way to Mojang's trust, but we could do the same thing for Legends. It doesn't
yeah.
have to be any
Yeah,
different.
exactly. Yeah, exactly. 100%. You get some trusted developers, trusted modders who you give, you know, the ability to uh oh, that's another thing, the dev tools. Give the dev tools to these modders and give them the resources. And what's the worst thing that happens? You have to take away someone's privileges and that take down their myths they uploaded, or someone uploads an incredible myth using your engine and it brings back millions of people to your game. I'm like, it doesn't make any sense to me. It's like just do it. Just help the community out. Get I think they had one trusted developer who did the original myths, and there's only a handful of them that are really worth playing.
Right.
Myth wise, I mean, it wasn't. I mean, they were Yeah. Anyways, I refuse to do reviews on the myths overall. Well, I didn't refuse. I held myself back from doing reviews on myths because of just the issues with them. But man, I mean, just you could you just have an outlet that's already there. Just give give some of these people the opportunity to maybe save your game, and you know, players get new games, new updates. Modders get to make money and enjoy putting out their content, and Mojang makes money. I mean, it could be a win-win-win situation if done correctly.
Exactly. It's almost like they want it dead, which makes no sense. It's like it exists. Just let us help you make money, I guess. I mean, honestly.
Yeah, I thought about putting out a tweet that said, "Hey Mojang, if you don't have anything you're doing with Minecraft Legends, I'll buy it from you for $1." And that's the first thing I would do is go to the modding community and go, "Hey guys, I got Legends. Let's do something with
For
it
$1.
for $1." You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just wow. It's just so much potential.
Now, here's some food for thought since I think we're kind of to that point. This is like what they've had how many knockoff games, and now here we're left. The only one still in development is the base game, and it sounds like they're going to release another game. Now, I've kind of been a sucker with the word Minecraft, and I have dungeons, I have legends, I've enjoyed them, but I don't know if they pump something else out with chances of it not even surviving a year. I'm not sure I'm going to be, looking forward to another game branded with the title of Minecraft. And I don't think I'm the only one with that. What do you think? Are they going to release another game, or like can we trust them anymore?
Oh my gosh, that's such a loaded. Yeah, I mean, so this is what I've heard, and I have nothing to back any of this up. It's all hearsay. I've heard people say it's definitely Dungeons 2. I've heard people say it's definitely not Dungeons 2. So I don't know. I just keep hearing them say they're producing a game that they enjoy. Almost like they were saying they didn't enjoy Legends. I don't know. Maybe I'm reading too much into it, but it seems like they have something in the works. But I mean, I got Legends pretty early, and I really enjoyed it. I obviously, I mean, I started a YouTube channel, and invested a lot of resources and time on videos that you know have a very niche market overall. And so now if another Minecraft thing comes out, it's like, okay, what, well, I guess I'm just gonna have to play it and see if it's. There's part of me that doesn't want to be as trusting as I was with Legends.
That's just it. I've been burned too many times.
Right. Yeah, it's like, let's say this game comes out. I mean, it's almost like you're gonna have to produce the game. I can't do this. This game has such potential anymore. It's like either the game has the potential or it doesn't, because you guys have shown me even the games that have massive following and massive potentials, massive following dungeons and massive potential legends, and you guys scrap those like they're nothing, and it's just kind of mind blowing to me. So yeah, I mean, if the next game comes out and it's like on the fence, I don't know. I'll probably play it. I'll probably do some videos on it, but I don't know. It's like fool me once, shame on. Oh wait a minute, how many times have you fooled me? Oh shoot.
Exactly.
So yeah, I'm probably with you in that same boat, Hound. But we're suckers for Minecraft, so it's like it's gonna come out with that name on it. And it's gonna be like, oh, but this one will be good.
Surely.
Yeah, this one will make it longer than 6 months. I swear, I know.
Then it only lasts like 3 days. But
Yeah, Minecraft Legends is like the date you go on and they never come back from the restroom. Where'd they
Right.
go? Where'd they go?
I did this building have a back window? Oh crap.
Yeah. So that's kind of my thoughts right now. So I don't know. There's a lot of shakeup right now in the in the world of gaming. They keep. It seems like every couple months you get Hytale hype, and I think that's been going on for 5 years now. So I don't know.
And
I don't.
and then you get nice little writer strike or something just to close everything else down, and then
Yeah, I mean, for Fortnite Lego, I because of what I thought was going to be happening with Legends, and it did. Even though we're still playing, um, I won't have just think about Lost Legends. Those were my biggest videos, reviews. Those were my biggest videos, and um, those are all gone now. So it's like, and in your channel, I know some of you you put out an update or news on those videos, and it's like, oh wow, this a normal video gets 200 views, this one gets 800. So
right,
it's like, okay, well that's all gone for content creators. There's no more, monthly legends, tips, tricks, and hints videos. So I picked up Lego. I've been playing Legos, and in its current form, I don't see Legos uh, defeating Minecraft because it has such a window. It has a ceiling, I should say, not a window. It has a ceiling that you hit in game, and then once you hit it, there's really nothing else to do. But you know, the community, the Lego people are listening to their community. They respond. I send out a tweet with at Lego support. I get a message back within 12 to 24 hours saying, oh, hey, da 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 da. And I get tweets back from other players who might have the same issues, but, they're going to be adding more and more to Lego Fortnite. And, you know, if they do a couple things that makes the game more, um, with less of a ceiling where you can, like how Minecraft is, you could always load in a new world, build new structures. The sky's kind of the limit of your imagination. If Fortnite Lego did that, I mean, it could be a serious contender.
right. Can only hope for the best of that, and like you had mentioned there a minute ago, that whole hightail aspect, if it doesn't just keep getting put off, I mean, that has some serious vibes to it too, so.
Yeah, so I think you got some really, good contenders out there. The thing that's always made, I think, the thing about Minecraft, personally, that why it's been around as long as it has been, is because of your imagination. Like, you could give someone a new item in the game, and you'll have 100 videos on 100 different ways to use this new item. And that was kind of the spice and the fire of Minecraft that really fueled all the different ages of people building stuff, where you could have the youngest kid who finds diamonds for the first time and is like freaking out and so excited, and it's like his whole world has changed, and it's just so much, it was just it was fun. And then you got the other person who's building a walking house, with redstone. And so, with their updates, that's one of the things that I've noticed. It's just, when you added something to the game, the possibilities of how that would affect things in the game were pretty big. They were pretty awesome. And so, that's how a lot of YouTubers would get their name out there, is they would build something that no one else had thought of, and that was their thing that they were known for. And so, when I think the new updates in Minecraft start happening, where that is then again the thing that's being added with every item that's added into it, I think they'll get some of that some of the magic that's been lost. I think they'll get that back, and I'm losing my voice, so I apologize.
No, I agree 100%. Moving on here as we get to the end of the podcast, we have some more questions for Soren, and I think some of them are a bit dated. Well, not necessarily, but some of my answers that I would have given maybe a week ago are different now because we know the game's no longer getting updated. But nonetheless, I think these are some more amazing, great questions that I just want to talk about. So I'll read the first one off here. And it says, I have been doing a series on the campaign. Like Hound series, woo, free plug. On my channel since when the game came out. Said I didn't want to rush it and complete the game within a week like most people. But I ended up way behind everyone in terms of how far through the game they are. You know, most finished months ago. Meanwhile, I actually have not yet got to the point of killing a boss yet because I just procrastinated playing the campaign for some reason. As much as I'd like to finish the game in the next week, I still feel like I would not be experiencing the game enough, if that makes sense, even though the game has been out for months. Soren, I 1,000 times relate to that story, but he goes on and says, so anyway, my question is, how should you pace yourself through playing the game to get the full experience? That is an amazing question. And, you know, even though he does ask for campaign, I feel like a response could also be given for PvP, but I don't know, I guess I'll go ahead and say campaign first. And, you know, I find the beauty in Legends. That's one of the reasons I still like it so much. It has the Minecraft look, but it's so pretty. So I definitely get the whole stopping to smell the roses. And even though I haven't posted it yet, you know, I actually now have officially finished the campaign. In my video, I beat Legends the day before it was canceled, so I'm kind of proud of my life accomplishments.
Awesome.
But how you should pace yourself. Now, I feel like it's very open-ended. Here's what I did. You know, I said, gee, I really hate the Horde of the Spore, and I went over there and said, goodbye, pigs. And I spent forever just wiping out one group of piglins. Now, honestly, you could play eeny, meeny, miny, mo every time you logged in and say, I'm going to go for this base. There's just so many different options you could go. Or if you say, screw the piglins, I'm going to go play at the village for a while, I mean, that's okay too. So, honestly, I have no real good response to that because if you're procrastinating and just wanting to smell the roses, then give those roses a sniff, you know?
Yeah, and I think you're probably better to answer this question because what I did is I got all the upgrades and figured out what exactly the amount of resources I needed and then what I could do to build what I needed to destroy the bases the fastest. And then I looked on speed running, Minecraft Legends speed running, to see what the fastest time for speed running was, and then tried to see if I could beat that time. So I think my playstyle is a little different than yours, but that's the thing I love about your videos is it's not just the gameplay in your videos. There's commentary. There's there's a whole story and a plot taking place in your playthrough where you're reacting and responding to the new bosses. And I think, I know Soren DC is a fellow content creator, and I would say try to do that if you're going to put out content. Either go full speed run, which my video on how to beat Minecraft Legends is basically 5 redstone launchers and a bunch of protector towers and upgrades, and then just decimate the whole base. It's like the new Lost Legends that just came out, but in the actual game. And you have that playstyle, but I think Hound's playstyle is more of probably what Soren's thinking. And I would just, I would try to add your flavor to the game and even bring in maybe like playing along with the lore of the game. And as the guy who got sucked into a portal, which I had thought about doing that, where I was like, like voicing the whole cutover scenes and stuff. But so I think those are the two ways that you could play the game, especially as a content creator. Unfortunately, I know some there. This is even the other sad part. If you know, or if you knew the other, the depth that they were going to add to this game with like side quests and stuff, it's kind of heartbreaking because they had a lot of stuff that they ended up pulling out of this game. Like, I think there was one where you went and found an eye. You had to go beat a piglin base, and their
Ooh.
treasure was this eye that went on a statue, and so you had to go and uh, kill the piglin base, get the eye, put the eye on the statue, and when you did that, it unlocked something in the game. And so there was a lot more of that than just I'm gonna spawn in my troops, I'm gonna send them up the bridge, I'm gonna watch them destroy stuff, and then I'm gonna spawn in some more troops and send them up the bridge. And so there was a more of a depth to the game that unfortunately I don't know if it was just time or they were maybe planning on releasing it later. It just never made it in. So I think as a content creator, I would recommend trying to add your own flavor to the playthrough, especially if you're going to be putting videos up, going over campaign mode, which is actually advice Hound gave me when I first started making videos, and it was really good advice that he gave me. He's like, anyone can play the game. Give them something else other than just the game to show up for.
Cool. Now, also related to that question, which I think we've kind of covered, but I like the last part of it here. So he says, related to that question, what are some things players who are not far through the campaign should know, like in order to upgrades first, saving villages? Because every time I play, I'm stuck as to what I should try and focus on, rather if it's getting gold or killing bosses.
Mm.
Now, I think we both kind of said, depending on what your style is, or, whatever you feel like doing, do it. But here's also some food for thought. Do you want to play the game or do you want to look at the game? You know, there's a difference because if you're like, oh, I don't really want to kill the boss, he's been standing here forever and I'm just intimidated. Well, if you don't try and take a pot shot at him, well, you're going to be here for quite some time. It is kind of the progression that if you have a boss, you should, maybe probably try and get there, do it in. And I'm not saying you have to sit down there and just like, okay, I'm going to play until this guy is dead. No, you could maybe say, well, I got 10 minutes, I'm going to set up like 5 arrow towers and see what I can get done. I don't know, but
Yeah, that's. I think you're right, Hound. I think you game style is. They actually added an update because people were really confused about what am I supposed to be doing, and so they added markers and they added things that make the game more playable. Personally, for me, I get through I take out that first beacon. Once that first beacon's taken out, you'll have a bunch of mobs around your base. I grab a handful of those suckers and I start taking out outposts. Once I get enough outposts destroyed to be able to get some structures built, then depending on what style I'm going, I'll start building those. I have a whole guide on how to beat legendary, where what structures you need and how to build them and stuff. But the only other advice I'd say is once you've gotten your army, once you've built some upgrades, start off with the smaller bases of one of the piglin bases, like Horde of the Spore, Horde of the Bastion, Horde of the oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank.
the other
Horde of
one.
the Spore,
The
the other
other one.
one, the third one. Uh, Pick one of those, attack the smallest base in it, and destroy all the buildings that are affiliated with that horde. So don't jump to the spore, and then don't jump to the bastions. Don't jump around. Pick one and attack it until it's no more. And then and once you start attacking, keep your attack up. This is going to help you when it comes to them rebuilding more and more bases. Because once you take it out, then they're done, and you can move on, and you don't have to worry about them. So that's one of the things I've found. But for me, I've got a video on how to beat legendary legends. So I recommend people checking that video out if you're struggling. Also, get some friends. If you are struggling, get some friends on there to play with you, to help you out. We offer some of that on the Discord server. I've jumped in a couple games and helped people out in the campaign mode if they get stuck on something. So we have tons of people who are really awesome who are willing to help you out.
Now, one last question, and I'm already going to answer it saying no, wait for free mods. But he says, I think the marketplace items look so cool, but I'm not sure if it's worth it for someone who doesn't play much. Should I buy the skins and myths?
Myths, no. There's only 2 myths that I would recommend, and it would be Creature Caretaker is a fun myth that is definitely worth the money, and there's another one if you like the Subway game where you collect coins and you go to the left or the right, like Subway Runner. If you like those type of games, there's a myth that you can play that does that well. Those are the only 2 myths I could really recommend to spend money on. And I got in something in Curious Grove, I think, and I did that for the skin. And it starts off as a good myth, but then at the end, it's like somebody was told that they needed to post it a week early, and they didn't quite put the finishing touches on the last level. So if you want that skin, that would be a reason to get that one. But other than that, I mean, the free skins that they offer are, I would use those. There's also a bug on the skins too that I don't know. Sometimes they can be buggy. So I think Hound has a video on how you can get your own skin into the game, and that's probably I'd go check his video out. That's probably the
I'd say here's your 2 options. In all honesty, you could either pay for in-game stuff of a game that will no longer get updates, or you could download stuff, support the modders, and know that it's going to be maybe even a bit higher quality. So,
yeah,
2 options. You can do what you want, but
right. Yeah, I agree, 100%.
Well, Kaboom, do you have anything else to end off this legendary death of a game?
Oh my god! Oh, hell, that was too good. I have a tear running down my cheek right now, and I'm laughing at the same time. Oh my gosh! No, I mean, I think we said it. I think I've said it. I can only let people know that we have means outside of Legends to make this game better, and I'm excited about that. Please get in a group that can help you get in the game, and hopefully, like you said, Hound, hopefully in 6 months from now, Minecraft Legends is like kind of smacked in the face with the updates and the mods that have been added, and hopefully people will come back and give it another shot, because I do really believe that this game is a lot of fun. I mean, a lot of fun.
I'd agree with that. I don't know. I'll just be brief with this, with the future of this podcast. And the future is, I don't know the future, but it's definitely winding down there. I have a couple things left that I think we could talk about that still stay true, even though the game's no longer getting support. So I think we can do a couple. Maybe if there's something that's really desperate that someone wants to talk about, or maybe if we gain enough questions over time that we think we could talk about, sure, maybe, but there's nothing written in stone for the future of this podcast. So the next episode is going to be whenever the next episode is. We got
Yeah.
to a solid 20.
Awesome.
So, and Kaboom, I'm so glad that you've been able to join us on these too. It's been great having a podcast partner.
Oh, same, Hound. I've really enjoyed doing these, and I'm so glad that I got to come across your content and been able to get advice from you and on uploading. And yeah, I'm excited to keep watching your channel and seeing the direction it goes, and for getting a chance to be on here. So thank you to everyone who's listened and who's hit the like button, and hopefully we have a comeback podcast, but we'll see.
Well, everybody, stay legendary and see you. Hopefully, maybe come check out our own channels too for other great things. So,
Yep. Bye, everybody.
adios.